Hey YouTube, this is Paul MGR Cooper here reporting for Super Special Awesome Cards. We have
Mark Miller.
and he just went 9-0 at the regionals in Minnesota, Maplewood, Minnesota. What was you playing?
Madolche.
Madolche's. What was your record?
9-0.
Who would you play against?
Round 1 was Tempest Unities. Round 2 was Frog Monarchs. 3 was Firefist. 4 and 5 were Constellar. 6 was Evil Swarm. 7 and 8 were Dragons. And 9 was Spellbooks.
What made you decide to play, Madolche's? Not, the E-Dragons or Spellbooks or Infernities or anything like that?
I found Infernity inconsistent. I found Spellbook less overwhelming than I wanted it to be. And Dragons don't have a very good early game,
Okay.
in my opinion.
Okay. Sounds like a very good reason to me. You went 9-0. Congrats, man. Let's get it right to the deck list.
Alright.
You can start with your traps first. That's fine.
1 Bottomless, Compulsory, Differential, Solemn Warning, Madolche Palooza. That's important.
Yeah. 2
Lunar Force, and 3 Phoenix Chains, because negating effects is really good.
Okay.
That's it for those.
It's really good.
3 Mystical Space Typhoon,
Okay.
2 Pop Duality.
Oh, why just 2? I mean, you had the opportunity for it to go to 3, so.
I had 3 opening plays that I wanted, and those were Karkar-D, Madolche Mageline, and Madolche Mufili, Summoning Message and Gelato, and that third one you can't have duality with.
Oh, okay.
So 3 will clog way worse, and 2 still clogs a little bit.
Okay.
Next up, we got the Madolche spells: 2 Tickets and 2 Chateau.
Okay.
You search these out, and they basically get you advantage more and more if they're not cleared off the board.
Alright.
Instant Fusion to help with going off. Chamber of Supplies are just nasty. Dark Hole, Reinforcement of the Army, and Book of Moon.
Okay.
That's it for the spells.
Looks good, looks good. Alright, on to the important things, the monsters.
And then we got 2 card. The speed boost this deck really needed from before was Hootcake, and you need monsters in the graveyard to get Hootcake, and this is a simple +1, and it can get you advantage. And
Okay.
Hootcake's live after win. 2 effect failure. Negating effects is really good, and it gets a monster in the graveyard.
Okay.
3 Mufili. This thing isn't necessary at 3, but I wanted to open as consistently as possible and be able to explode as consistently as possible against the hardest matchups, those being Dragons and possibly Spellbooks.
Okay.
Being able to go off every turn is really good.
Okay.
3 Hootcake, Banish Monster, Special Summon, usually a Messenger Gelato, which if you control Beast type, which is Mufili and Hootcake, you search for Ticket, Chateau, or the Trap Palooza.
Okay.
2 Spell Striker, because
Interesting.
getting another level 3 on the board can make Invoker into your soup plays, and that bounces cards.
Okay.
1 Croissant. It can create a lot of interesting plays by just bouncing your guys back or bouncing your Chateau back. It can get really big. If you have Ticket and Chateau and Croissant, you can bounce Chateau with Croissant and trigger Ticket, so you can search without your opponent doing anything really.
Oh,
And then 3 Mageline searches
Yeah.
out the perfect
Stratos.
combo pieces. Yeah, she's great. And then with Chateau, she's 1900, and you can search every turn if you have to.
Yeah. Yeah, it looks really good. How many cards did you play?
42.
Oh. Is there any changes that you will make now that you played 9 rounds at a regional?
I actually like the way it ran, so I'd probably keep it the way it is for now.
Okay. Alright, on to the extra side deck first. Either one.
Go side. I didn't sleep the night before this,
Oh,
and
okay.
I was trying to figure out the last 2 cards in this. I played 2 Deepers in for slower matchups, and matchups where monster removal is more important. I hate Dark World. I don't like playing against Infernities. I thought Inzectors might come out of here, but I sided against Evil Swarm, never drew it in the game 2 that I had decided in, and so it was pretty much useless. 3 Decree.
Yeah.
If I can clear your monsters, you can't drop Agores if your traps are still locked under my Decree, so it's really good.
Sounds good.
I don't think this card should be at 1. It's amazing.
Yeah.
Didn't draw it in round 9 against the Spellbook guy. Wish I would have, but whatever. For Dragons, trick is to drop it when they're already used their hand to put it in the graveyard, and that's where the resources are. This is how I really dealt with dragons. It made Hoop Cake live. It pluses you when you drop it at the right time, or it just stops them from going out, which can allow you to go out.
Yeah.
And then this was the last card. It was awful. I decided for Soldier and Macro and DeFi, but the only thing that was flipped on me was Skill Drain. And
yeah.
she doesn't help.
Well, why not main the Maxis this format? I mean, with dragons and Fernies and Dragoonies running around, everyone's special summoning. Why not just main them?
I used to main them, but there's problem matchups. Like matchups with a lot of traps can be troublesome.
Oh, okay.
If you don't have your Chateau in your ticket, it's really important.
Okay.
I used to main them both.
Okay.
They're really great cards, obviously. This is extra deck. Fusionists. This came out every time I activated Instant Fusion, and this came out never. I don't know if I would cut Carbonella Warrior though. It's just good to have an option.
Yeah.
Invoker. He summons Messenjalo from your deck, and he creates Tiramisu plays with like a level 3 and a level 4, and another level 3. Leviator. You banish a lot for Hoop Cake, and you can create more plays. You can sometimes use this if you banish a level 4 with Hoop Cake instead of this, and save that for later, which is really good. Leviathan, he detaches instantly to make your Tiramisu live. Zenman's big eyes around as much, and he can protect you, even though there's a lot of Fiendish Chains.
Yeah.
Tim Tempo, I actually added him last night, but he's great. Like I was trying to bait Pleiades, and I summoned 2 Spell Strikers and made this guy, and I actually got his warning, but
Oh, okay.
Palooza made that whole thing irrelevant anyway. Bear King, he detaches immediately, and it's any 2 can do any 2 Earths, and their Madolches are real.
Okay.
Kyle Boy, kind of self-explanatory. Burn for 800. Blade Armor, Messenjalo is Warrior, and I put in just enough damage in testing sometimes by killing him with this 4400.
Oh, okay.
So that was good. Dweller, Mermills are kind of hard matchup, but I didn't play any today, thankfully. Yeah, Dweller's good. People made Dweller against me, but that just puts monsters in my graveyard. My Stroke, I use it to wall up against that Evil Storm guy. He really couldn't do anything anyway, though. He's really good, though. Direwolf, didn't realize the genius of this thing in this deck until last night. Mufali and Hoop Cake are beasts, and if you pop this, it'll put a Madolche monster in your graveyard. So I went like this. I popped his back row, and one of my monsters made this guy, Madolche Queen Tiramisu, the whole heart of the deck, and bounced away his safe zone, killing his Pleiades and killed him. Yeah, so when you can explode enough, she's the best card in this deck, like by far. She doesn't. The fact that her effect doesn't target the monsters on the field or the cards in your opponent's field that you're bouncing back is like so essential to like this deck's success, really.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
Alright. Do you have any comments about the deck or throughout the day or any comments?
I had a good time. I mean, I didn't think I was terrified of the Spellbook matchup. I think I drew World both games, which I'm not gonna lie, that's terrible for him. But he said he lost 1 game all day, I think, and then I guess I tripled that number.
Oh, okay. Well, alright. Well, congrats on your regional top 8. This is Paulie to Jar Cooper reporting for Super Special Awesome Cards and reporting out. Thanks for watching, guys. Bye.